So just a quick thing before the videos actually start. This video has actually been split into two because it averaged out to about 45 minutes at the end. So we said screw it. This first video will be on the updates to Summertime Saga itself with our standard banter. And then the second will be on the fan theory about who's going to come out as the Trap Futanari girl. Anything you'd like to add?
Nope, that's really all that we've got going on in this video. Sorry we rambled for too long.
And with that, enjoy the vids. God, hopefully enjoy the vids.
Love you. Bye.
Hello, Redlighter. No, we're not going to call our fan base Redlighters. Too charmed. Internet Renegades.
That just sounds malicious.
Anyways, hello and welcome to Redlight Renegades, where we're going to be doing an update video on Summertime Saga. Now, I am the bravado-bearing bard, and over here is the clap-carrying...
Definitely not. I'm gonna beat you.
Well, this is Bard and Criff, and like I said, we are going to be doing an update video to Summertime Saga because, well, we did, what was it, 11.3 or something like that?
Something like that.
I think it was like 11.1. Either way, we are now at 13.1.
Yes, 13.1.
And there has been a lot of changes. Well, okay, more additions than changes. I don't think anything's really changed.
Some things have.
But, as always, we got to put the warning up. If you are under 18, cannot view these videos legally, or just dislike talks about pornographic materials. In this case, banging a gamer girl dressed as an orc. And who doesn't love that? She's a cute gamer girl.
Make her go, WOG!
Shout out to all the Warhammer 40k listeners. But anyways.
Prove to her you're not a stunty.
Oh my god. No one is going to get that.
I'll get that.
And that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the update first. Then we're going to go into a fan theory, or just a theory about how the story's going to progress, that I think is actually interesting to talk about. And then finally we're going to... What was the third thing? Oh, what we would like in the game. Like...
What we feel should be added.
Yeah, like, you know, how... Not so much theory, but how we would like to see things progress. Be it different minigame style, be it... Because, yeah, minigames. And not just, you know, click F as fast as possible.
More awesome-o.
Dude, they've added a lot more awesome-o in these versions.
Still needs more.
If this video gets 20k, I will get Criff an awesome-o tattoo.
No, you won't. I may love awesome-o, but not that much.
Ha. Pussy.
You get the awesome-o tattoo.
I don't love awesome-o as much as you.
Anyways.
I will get Annie as a bitch tattooed on me if this gets 1 million views.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. I'm stating it right now. At 1 million views, if this gets 1 million views, I will get Annie as a bitch tattooed right here across my heart.
You have fun explaining that one.
It'll be a fuck of an explanation, but at that point, we'll have 1 million views. Anyways, so, like we were saying before that tirade. No, it was just a tangent.
We got a little tangential.
We stopped at point 11-ish, or at least that was what we're at in that video. What was added in 11.6 was the fishing minigame, which we did bring up because literally it was you could get everything for the minigame.
But you could not go fishing.
Yeah. So now that was a thing. 2 new locations were added, forest and attic. No, then we had to do 11.6.
Right, because we had the forest, but we couldn't fish.
Okay. Maybe we went in at like 11.3 or, you know what I mean?
Right.
When it was just about to hit the big update.
because we had to have the forest because Osimo.
And Anna was there too. Or Annie. No, Anna. Anna's the chick from the yoga. Annie is...
a bitch.
the Nazi from the school.
Hall monitor Nazi.
Okay, so... Then 12.1 added a lot of the sister story, which we'll get to because a lot more was added also. You know, new Samrak quest. Samrak is Master Samrak. He teaches you Muay Thai. Ha 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 ha. A little Power Kids humor there.
Nobody will get that. You have a better chance of getting my WOG comment than getting that.
You know, there's more Aunt Diane scenes, new mom dialogue and new H scenes. New cutscenes and dream sequences were added in 12.1. Basically, when we talked about the random time we woke up with a boner, actually, I don't know if we brought that up in because it is just a quick story thing of just, wow, I had a dream of mom last night. And I am rock hard.
And then she turned into my principal.
Which was confusing. I'm suspicious, but curious. And then 12.6 was mom's pretty much... Where we're at right now with 13.1 is that there is a ton of new mom and sister content added. Like, you know, you can actually kind of sleep with your sister now, literally, as well as figuratively, where you can eventually stick it in. A lot more mom cutscenes, like, you actually start seeing a little bit more from her perspective.
About what's happening.
Yeah, like, after the kissing, then... You know, we stay on her instead of following MC. That'd be the main character. You know, while she's like, what's going on? Even a cutscene of her sneaking into her mom's room all Taboo style. Taboo is one of the very first porn movies I ever actually watched. Just saying. It kind of adds a bit of nostalgia, and that should not be a good thing.
Which, by the way, that's up on Pornhub now. All 3 of them. There's 3 of them.
I knew there was a second one, because that came out with my favorite line... Shush, daddy, you'll wake up mommy. Because there's a little...
It was not good, though.
No, it was not. But, there's also new X-ray options. X-ray is where you get to see pretty much the J Nailer insert style. You get to see the innards while the thrusting.
Not a fan of X-ray style.
I'm not either. Like, you can get it to work very well in a comic. Like,
I'm still not even a fan of it in the
comic. I'm just saying, like, one panel of it versus now you get to watch the entire thing from inside.
Right. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, there are people who enjoy it, and by all means, enjoy what you enjoy. But...
Apparently, there's a graveyard unlock, too, that we haven't gotten to yet. Currently, I'm on the Summertime Saga wiki.
How you get to the graveyard?
I don't want to know.
I do.
The school got expanded.
You did, because we have all the teachers and everything.
Now you have science class, art class,
music class,
and computer class. Which then brings us to, I think, the biggest update of, like, besides, you know, the sister-mom stuff.
What, the new characters?
The new characters, which, considering you can't really do anything in a lot of these new locations still. Like, you can talk to the art teacher, but how the fuck do you find the little magic flute? Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee.
Well, the art teacher doesn't need you to get the flute.
You're right.
The music teacher needs you to get the flute.
You know, you can talk to him, but there's no real story progression there yet.
And that'll be changed in...
That's going to be changed in 0.5. Currently, 0.4 is locked, or 0.14 is going to be Mia and her family, which... That's why we're going to talk about a theory that the fan community is really on about.
Which also, fan community. Didn't know you existed. Love you.
Dude, we have almost 20k views on our first video. There has to be a fan community. Either that or suddenly we just finally struck oil.
Which is why we're milking this cow again. Ba-dum-dum.
By the way, I actually ran into 2 bugs this time around.
Did you?
Yeah. One was, I have the milk, or the cow outfit for Aunt Diane to milk her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
But it's saying that I don't have it. And another one is the password to the pink channel isn't working. So, there's that. But, you know, we're still in alpha, so...
Right. There's going to be things like that happen.
Yeah, and it's not a big deal. But there have been a couple new minigames added, besides fishing. You now have the Bork Bork, but we'll talk about that when we get to definitely the biggest addition, outside of Mom and Sister, which is, now you really get to deal with Eric and Mrs. Johnson.
And give her your Johnson.
Well, first off, we have Magic the Fappening, or, no, it wasn't Magic the Fappening, it was,
It's a Magic the Gathering knockoff.
It's got dicks. Which is actually, I like it, like, as a conceptual idea, bringing in a nerd culture thing.
Right.
Especially when you see Eric always on his computer. So anyways, you find out, spoilers, you find out Eric and Mrs. Johnson are banging.
Well, not so much.
Okay, she's breastfeeding him still. Which, yeah. But then Mrs. Johnson's all like, hey, should we continue, should I continue doing this, or should we find a girlfriend for Eric? And that's where the first branching path actually happens in this game.
Right, and Osimo does warn you.
Yeah, actually, I love the fact that Osimo just pops up. Yo, brah, you might want to save, dog. I'm a dog. Yes, I am, Rita.
He's slowly turning more and more into Frank the Pug.
Hey, save.
Hey, Jay, you might want to save a game here. I'm gonna go smoke a couple cigarettes.
If you don't like it, you can kiss my furry little butt. God, I miss it, MIB. I wish 3 was good. But
so, apparently this is Summertime Saga update video, the referential issue.
Apparently this is like, what, the 4th reference? If we're not counting Taboo 2, because that was...
Yeah, that was just a little sidebar.
So anyways, and the branching path is you can either go, nah, Mrs. Jansen, you should totally continue what you're doing. And hey, why not make it Three's Company?
Three's Company, too.
Dude.
However, instead of 2 ladies and a man, it's 2 men and a lady.
Well, 2 boys and a cougar.
They're not boys by the time that scene ends.
So basically, then you gotta follow that, but that does lock you out from the girlfriend scenario. And in that, you can then say, no, let's try and find him a girlfriend. Which then, you have another branching path. Because in the computer room, you meet June, who is really cute. Well, she's cute in that, I don't want to say homely way. What's the way I'm trying to say it?
Plain Jane.
She's plain June. That's right. She's plain, but at the same time, she actually has the body type of one of my exes, but we're not going to go there. So, you pretty much go to June, because she's always at the computer lab and talking like that, and she's, I too am a nerd. So then you get another branching path, which I actually really like. You can literally go, hey, yeah, you're playing this game that you can't beat. Why don't you go talk to my friend Eric? He's totally a gamer dude. Or you can turn around and go, well, why don't you come over to my place and we'll try playing Bork Bork together. Sorry, Bork Orc is the name of that minigame. And you do it. Then she wants an orc outfit. And, well, if you choose it, that's what you get. You get to bang her dressed as an orc. Which I personally think the best thing ever is the fact that she has the Triforce pubes. It's pretty much not a landing strip, but like the Bermuda Triangle cut, just with another triangle. I thought it was a nice thing, and I actually like the addition of what is it, Cosmic Comics?
Yeah, which is apparently based off of a real person.
Titania there, or Tatiana, whatever her name is.
Tatiana.
Tatiana with the big rack. Apparently she's an actual YouTuber, so I might need to check her out.
It's like Becky with the good hair, but Tatiana with the huge tits.
Man, this really is going to be all references. So anyways.
Is what we do.
And if we had a good computer that could actually edit, this is where I put up the cue card, the clue, that's how it could have happened. I have yet to do but if you do give June, this is going to sound horrible. If you do let June and Eric date, then you get to solo Mrs. Johnson. And honestly, I think that's actually, it's the first branching path, at least I recall.
I'm pretty sure it's the only branching path so far in the game.
So it's a fantastic test run, because you can get either a 3-way scene, male F, MMF, DP, Kama Sutra. In fact, you have to get the Kama Sutra as a book.
The Yoga Kama Sutra.
Oh, and there's another scene added with Anne, the woman who Osamo's owner. Osamo's owner, that you get to grind on her while doing some yoga.
And I'm assuming make her very relaxed.
Yeah.
Just with the dialogue that pops up.
So ultimately, I love this update. The only negatives I would have about it, because, like I said, this is actually like .02.
This is like 2 or 3 updates since we last played.
And it was actually really great to come back and see, oh man, now you can play more with the sister. Now you can play more with mom. And there's actually a lot more dynamics in that relationship, which we did praise in our first video. So seeing now that it's expanded upon really works well for me. But the only things I will say, and I understand why they're there. One, the pizza delivery job is really bad. And I don't mean that as in, it is slow and boring, and even hit detection on some, to me anyways, really felt like it was, what's the word I'm thinking of? Off. Like, they had a small, click now time.
Right, I was going to say wonky.
No, wonky also works.
Because it does seem like even sometimes when you're right in the right location, it just doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I actually asked you while we were playing, because I literally was like, I was directly under that. And sometimes when you're playing a game, you know how you think you're there?
Right, and then sometimes because you haven't blinked in a while.
Yeah. But, and honestly, I understand why it's there. He can hammer out that when it's going to be story relevant,
Right, like a lot of these mini games it seems like they're just put in there to show you what's going to happen, and then when the game starts, getting further, that it's going to be fixed up.
Right. And that's why, like, Bork Orc is really easy to beat.
Bork Orc.
Excuse me. But Bork Orc is really easy to beat. You don't really need to play the pizza delivery game. I would like to, because, mamma mia, I want to do the chick from Goya.
The one with the flower handprint all up on her ass?
Yeah. The one married to my old fucking, what's that, landlord? Dude looks like my old landlord.
From where you and your ex were living?
Yeah.
Oh, I never met your landlord.
I met him once. And he looked like the
Which you
quintessential scumlord.
You think I would have, because
you were living there at the time?
I wasn't living there.
Dude.
What?
You were there like 6 days a week.
But not overnight.
That would be 4 days a week you were overnighting.
Anywho.
So, ultimately, I love the updates.
I still love the game. The game is still
this game
amazing.
is still perfect. And there's no... Honestly, I don't think there's a way for Dark Cookie, may his gender rest in whatever it is.
May his gender stay cookie.
Really can't fuck the game up right now.
He could.
Well, you're right. Let me rephrase.
It can happen. It's very unplausible, but it is possible.
Yeah, like right now, especially with how he's doing the updates, now he's doing it storyline for storyline, it looks like. I'm just still annoyed that we can't finish the Mrs. Bissett one.
Yeah.
French 3 has still...
One update. Or no, 2 updates.
Two updates. I know, 2 updates.
All the teachers.
So everyone go give him money so he can get this damn update out. We would, but we're broke.
Or just watch our video, let everyone else in your life know about this video. I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your priest, whoever. Tell them about this video so we get you to ad rev so we can give him the money.
And that's what these are about. Or Patreon. We have Patreon now. So if you don't want to give him the money, because maybe you don't want people saying, you know, oh man, you can donate anonymously. So if you want to give us anonymous donations, awesome. But either way, check out our Patreon, because our Patreon, while it will benefit us, it's also going to benefit, you know,
Everyone
we want.
With.
Like, we'll get the Pixel Vixens thing. We'll give Dark Cookie money.
We'll just start throwing money at the cookie.
We'll just start... Oh my... I did it all for the cookie. Well, actually, we do have to say, you know, Dark Cookie kind of gave our channel a,
He gave our channel life. He really did.
We are almost at 20,000 views on that Summertime, dog.
And
then people are going to watch this and go, why the fuck did even 5 people watch? Which I understand. But guess what? Noelle Cypress thinks our banter is awesome, so...
Noelle, we love you.
Do you think she's actually watching this? I hope.
I do too.
I mean, she watched the MLP one and the apology video.
Well, she was in those.
That's exactly why I doubt she's watching these. But anyways, that is the update. There is a lot of update. If maybe you're thinking, I've tried playing, you know, when you saw our video, you know, you went, okay, let's download it, and then noticed that a lot of stuff was broken, and there really wasn't a lot of forward movement in the game. Like, you know, because we played story mode on it.
Right.
So once you've played story mode on it, if you played story mode now, it would, I think, be at least twice as long.
Oh yeah, definitely.
At least.
I mean, we went through this with the option to have cheats on because, well...
Yeah, and you could actually skip a lot of the mini games on the cheat mode thing. But I'm glad that that's not gonna be there for,
Final build?
In the final build, thank you. I like the idea that maybe, you know, he will put up a gallery, like, you know, once you've done it, it's unlocked, so that way if you do want the quick fap, it's...
Right.
But, and if you didn't watch the first vid, this is actually the second part of a video we did, but it went on for 40 minutes, so we cut it. The first vid would be the last one you saw, which is on the updates to Summertime, whereas this video is going to be on the fan theory about who's going to come out as a trap/Fuda, as well as just, you know, pretty much end game on that whole video. So, with that, anything you would like to add?
Nope, that's really all we've got for this video.
Then that's it. Sit down, enjoy. Okay, love ya, bye-bye. Now we're going to get into the fan theory. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Imagine, if you will, Reddit.
Now, I know some of you may not be familiar with this weird concept known as Reddit. What it is it's a message-based board.
Keep talking.
So, on Reddit, there is a Summertime Saga subreddit. And in this subreddit, there is a little bit of a conversation going on one of the posts about something that's featured on the Patreon page that mentions a Fuda scene that'll happen later on. There's a lot of people throwing around ideas of who that would be from the characters we've already met. Everything okay over there?
Yeah.
So, from the characters we've met, there is a strong, solid 3 contenders that have been brought up, one with very possible and explainable reasons why it would be that character, and 2 that I'm assuming got thrown in there just because we haven't seen naked yet.
Right.
So, starting with the lower on the list 2, it is the Principal and Coach Bridget.
Now, I would say that Coach Bridget, well, I could understand if she has a dick, because I like the Zarya look. But in the same thing that shows, you know, hey, there will be Fuda eventually. There is Muscle Girl, and the only muscly woman that we know so far is Coach Bridget.
I mean, there's the very toned, what's her name there?
Roxanne?
No, not Roxanne.
Isn't Roxanne the, you're thinking Roxy. Roxanne is the swimmer.
Oh, then yeah, her.
I think that was her name.
I don't know.
As for...
I always just assumed Roxy was short for Roxanne.
No, 2 X's. When you meet her mom, you'll understand why. Oh, by the way, that was another update. You can go to Roxy's trailer and talk to her mom. Nothing actually is said, but...
Still, it's just a little something. And for the principal, I mean...
I think she's definitely domineering and domination. But I don't think she's going to go Bible Black. Hey, we're referencing everything today.
Apparently.
I don't think she's going to go Bible Black where it's, she's not only this, punishment, disciplinarian, BDSM chick. She's also, again, got a dick.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like it'd be too much to throw at one character. That's not how the cookie operates. And then the most agreed upon and the biggest, support for the Fuda character would be Mia.
Now, here's where I'm...
Well, let me explain why they say that.
Okay.
So, the reason they say Mia is because we've never seen her topless, we've never seen her without her panties on, and we always, from these updates, we always ever see her from the back.
And that actually brings up something, like, in the current update, while playing through, because I think, I brought it up, one of the hottest scenes for me that isn't straight up sex is when Mia is riding her teddy bear. You say there was also one with her...
Putting her bra on from the front, yes.
And I don't recall that one, so... But either way, and I have yet to run into either of those. Literally, the only ones we see are her putting her makeup on and her reading.
Right.
So, you could easily turn around, and it would also explain... Well, it wouldn't explain that, but... So, if those are omitted, then maybe that's why, maybe it's... Well, if she's grinding up on her teddy, having her teddy bear fake eat her out, then it wouldn't make sense if she has a dick. But, and on the other hand, me personally, and I'm not against Fuda. I read a lot more of it than I honestly think I should. Sometimes go look at our quality versus context video for that. But, honestly to me, Mia is supposed to be the girl next door. You know what I mean? She's supposed to be this really great gal, and I figure she was going to be pretty much this play on the 80s girl next door tropes. Kind of like how, you have to sneak in after dark to see her.
Right.
So, that's why I don't think it's going to be Mia. I'm hoping it's not going to be Mia, only because I think I said this, and Mia is one of those characters that I think you could build this fantastic relationship on a, 80s love scene level.
Right. The girl next door.
Plus, I want to see that
your
sex
stereotypical
scene.
John Hughes.
But at the same time, I would also love to see, that kind of be inverted by sleepaway camping Mia.
Right.
Now that she's, Angela's a... God... I'm sorry, I'm going to actually quote Cinema Snobs on this one. That's a dick! I would actually really like that, because it would really, keep the romantic angle of it, because she is your best friend and everything like that. But at the same time, like, I would actually love that, where you play up this entire relationship, maybe she does have tits, maybe, maybe you do some butt play, and then all of a sudden it's time, hey, let's do this. And she turns around and goes,
wait a minute, I can't
lie to you, or, I haven't been fully honest with you, or something like that.
Right. And then you find the, trope of love conquers all, and then you just don't care.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn, man! Anyways, but honestly, I could totally see it playing off either way, and I would still probably enjoy it because I think Dark Cookie is a phenomenal writer.
Right, and I could see it being something like, Mia slowly lowering down, her panties, and then being like, oh, you probably hate me now because of this, and then
you get
MC
the choice,
just
maybe,
right, you have the option to leave, or to, just drop to your knees and prove to her that you still love her.
And go all at it. Give it the old college try. However, if her dick is bigger than
main
MC's,
characters, there's a bigger issue abounding.
How the hell have you hidden that? Lots of duct tape. Ew.
Ow.
So, that is actually something that I really like. What do you think? Would you like it if, or did I pretty much sum it up for you?
Yeah, I mean, I would love it because I would love to see how Dark Cookie writes it. I would love to see, you know, how it adds to the story or how it takes away from the story, things like that. Hell, I'd even love to see, like, because we have the shared locker room still, see a scene, you know, like with Dexter or something, where you have to stand up for Mia, or you can choose to walk away, you know, thus advancing her storyline, too.
Right. Actually, there is another theory on Reddit that I think someone else brought up Judith. Because of the pants pulling down stuff, and her not being comfortable with that.
Right.
But we've already seen her, you know, naked in the first 5 minutes.
Correct.
She's quite literally the first naked woman we see.
Yep.
So, I was just looking, after you brought it up 2 days ago. Whenever you brought it up, I started looking in to see if it was founded on something more than, if one of the characters now are Fuda, who would it be?
Right.
So ultimately, I think people either love or hate the fact that we're not either outraged. Actually, I'm going to quote Johnny Bravo again. I'm suspicious, but curious. Because I do like Dark Cookie, and I think adding Mia into this...
The other thing that I think would be surprising, if it's Mrs. Bassett.
You think that's why it's taken so long for French lessons number 3 to come to the goddamn library so we can end that goddamn thing? Because all it is literally the end of that quest is getting that stupid book? I'm sorry, I don't know where that rage came from.
Bird doesn't like leaving things unfinished.
What do you think? I have 2 kids. Oh, I love my children. They always seem to be the best punchlines to any jokes I make.
You shouldn't punchline your kids. That's child abuse.
Okay, so... But no, you agree with me on the... If it's Mia, awesome.
Right. If not, hey, I can't wait to meet the character.
Exactly.
Because Dark Cookie gives all of his characters an actual point.
And honestly, I think Mia is one of the sexier characters because I've always had the...
You've had the girl next door fetish.
That's because I dated my air quote girl next door for like a decade and a half, who was tan skinned. Well, olive skinned. Well,
I wanted to date my next door neighbor.
Who was your next door neighbor?
The one of my father's.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. That's gonna be for Redlight talks.
And the girl technically like down the road and around the corner.
Actually, that would be maybe that's gonna be our first Redlight talks. The girl that got away. I'm not going to talk about her.
Well, that also means
because she did not get away. That one was us death rolling each other until one of us stopped and went, "Oh my god, why are we destroying each other's lives?"
Well, see, that also means I have to bring up the story of me being the biggest idiot on the planet.
Dude, the world needs to know about that one. But anyways, so ultimately, actually, if Dark Cookie, if you listen, I hope you listen. I like you. You're awesome. But I would honestly suggest, and this is where we're just at the very end, you know, just, hey, what we would like to see added. I would say keep Mia a girl, you know, still keep that. Have the Fuda character be someone who's, you know, maybe new. Maybe it's Dexter. No, because Dexter identifies as a man. So he can't be Fuda.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Roxy.
No, we've seen her naked.
God damn it. Either way, oh my god, I need you to make it fucking Eevee. Really piss off Crib.
It wouldn't piss me off.
You just want to see if she has a nice rack, don't you?
Kinda.
Just give him the damn rack, man. Give him the rack. Or, by the way, did they add Osimo's junk into this patch?
Was that a previous thing?
I don't recall that in 11, or I don't recall that in 11.
We don't remember. If you do, please let us know.
Because that was a big dog dick. Well, sheathed. Anywho. So, the thing I would say is keep Mia, girl next door, have her be the one, air quote,
right.
the one that you really want MC to end up with. Build off of that. And then make the Fuda character someone else. I would also like to see, and this is, I can't believe I'm going to say this next to my best friend. That won't make it awkward. Maybe have Eric, if you do choose the girlfriend scene, like if you choose to bang June or something, have Eric, start maybe becoming distant from his mom. And then we find out, he has a crush on MC or something like that.
Right.
Because I do believe there was the, not looking at it right now, but I do believe that Dark Cookie did put down that there was going to be gay, group sex, monster, anal, feet, vanilla, male, blah, 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 blah. Either way, I would like to see, maybe Eric, pretty much becoming one of the girls that seems to continuously fall for MC. But build off a relationship on that, a totally different, unique thing. And I'm not just saying that because my hetero life mate, well, mostly hetero life mate, is sitting right next to me. Did I make this awkward for you yet?
Nope.
What if I did this? No one can see I'm lifting my shirt up. Come on. Touch the belly. Okay, anyways. Anything you'd like to see added in? Fucking Miss Bassett Volume fucking 3!
Chill. I'd like to see an actual storyline with some of the smaller bit characters start to form, like the bank teller, the librarian, the car saleswoman.
Yeah, just something quick.
Right. Or, the option to take them with you once you're able to buy a car, hint hint, that you can, take them up to the drive and, have like a quick one-night stand with them or something like that.
That would actually be an interesting thing, that if... And that would actually be a great way to expand the game without giving it depth.
Well, I hope they don't give it death.
Dude, your dad's dead.
So?
He's the reason we have the graveyard, I'm assuming. But literally have it be something that just expands the world a little bit where, maybe after you talk to someone 3 times, make it maybe a little, not so much mini game, but like, kind of like how the dating sims that we look at, like Lab Rats or Snow Days did.
Right.
Answer 3 questions right in, hey, when we were talking, what's the name of my dad? Without, remembering what color are my eyes. General stuff that,
yeah.
And then once you answer that, it's like, okay, sure, I'll go with you, kind of thing. But then again, anything else?
No.
Like, honestly, the game is still awesome. It's still being made. I can't complain. The only thing I can complain about is that, there's still some bugs, but I'm never going to complain about a bug in an alpha.
Right.
Or even on a beta.
Right.
Unless it's an amateur bug on a beta, like, hey, how come this says I have 105 spears, taking up each slot when everything else stacks or something.
Right. It's a weirdly specific example, but sure.
I've played that kind of game. Everything else stacks and then just, you can't carry anymore. Why not? Well, because apparently spears don't stack. But anyways, so this is the update conspiracy theory.
It's not a conspiracy theory.
It's a Tomspiracy.
Tomspiracy!
Believe that. But ultimately, we are Redlight Renegades, and just saying, the new update is phenomenal, awesome, cool, copiaesthetic, bodacious. Minigames are a little weak, but they're placeholders.
Right, they're just getting started, so there's obviously a lot of polishing to be done to them, but that's to be expected.
Impregnation? Sorry, type of contents and fetishes. Impregnation?
Yeah, well, I got further
I've been coming in everyone!
Well, I got further with the, Aunt Diane story than you did.
Oh, okay.
She wants you to be her bull and impregnate her because the school starts demanding a higher milk output from her.
Okay, so you got to knock her up so she has a
Right.
bigger... Okay. I really need to continue that story.
Which, you know, your aunt and nephew child just sounds like a bad idea.
Hold on. I don't think they... Because on this, at least, he doesn't say Fuda. Maybe he said it in an interview or on...
Maybe.
But he does have Trap.
Which just adds to the Mia argument.
Yes, I know it does. Get some Boku no Pico up in this bitch. Yeah, okay, I'm really kind of...
You're just pulling now.
Anyways,
reaching deep into the bag and
that's
seeing
where
what comes up.
That's where we are going to have to end this one, because it is 40 minutes at this point. I'm actually thinking about cutting it, so that way we do, you know, one is the theory, one is the update.
Right.
Because the update ran until like 30 minutes, so... Or say screw it. I'm going to say screw it just because I'm lazy. So, yeah. I am Bard.
I'm Griff.
Follow us on Twitter, where we actually talk, where we get restraining orders from porn stars.
Not yet. Soon.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing. Don't worry. I'm not on our Twitter right now, I promise. Don't look at my phone.
No, you're probably on your Facebook, because you have issues. We also share, you know, generally what we're doing, random thoughts. Like I brought up, because I used a GIF on my Facebook the other day. One of my ex actually messages me going, "You can't use that. That's our GIF." And I realized 21st century relationships are fucking weird. I will tell you.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation about that after.
After. So follow us on Facebook. We don't have, or follow us on Twitter. We don't have a Facebook yet.
I don't want to do a Facebook for this.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, especially with how easily Facebook turns into, you know, let's block you. I'm actually surprised Twitter has this air quote dark underbelly.
Yeah.
And we do have our Patreon. All of that is in the description below. And as always, the unedited version of this, which, by the way, I'm assuming is going to be phenomenal, is on Patreon. And you can donate whatever you want, be it $1, be it 10, be it
300, in which case, we love you.
Anything over 50, you get to see at least one of our dicks.
So long as
if you ask. Nice. Consent is still a thing.
So long as it's requested. But you cannot anonymously donate that because then we don't know who needs to see it.
The world. But, what else was there? We got our Patreon, the unedited, as well as some of our going in dries, which is us just literally blind playing a game, which we can't record yet because we need a better laptop.
Correct.
Patreon. And what the hell was I thinking? So check those out. I will put a couple of them up just so you can see when we do things like our Innocent Witches one, where we got a mad dope Deckard Cain over here. As well as, what was the other one? Camp Pinewood, which we will have a review up for probably next week. I don't know. Should we count the update video as its own video?
Yeah, it's its own video.
No, I mean, in the main rotation. Oh. Yeah, screw it. It'll be next week. We'll do Camp Pinewood. Or, whichever one I finish editing first, Lab Rats. A dating sim?
Yeah, it's a dating sim.
A dating sim with 3D modeling. You know, the standard 3D model you think of when you think 3D adult stuff. That actually wasn't bad. Which surprised the hell out of me. But either way, also, go to Dark Cookie's Patreon. You know, donate to him. Check out the game. I think, as long as you go in with an open mind, because it is, you know, there is a giant list of all the stuff that, the content and fetishes that are in this. So, if, you know, you can't deal with any of those, then obviously it won't be for you. But I think the writing itself will draw you in as long as you go in with an open mind.
Right. I mean, there's some things in here that, you know,
Homie don't play.
Right. There's some things that we're not into, but there's some things that we are, and honestly, just give it a try. If it's not for you, don't worry about it.
And with that, I am Bard.
I'm gonna get yelled at. Check our Twitter if you're curious about this conversation. You'll be able to find it very easily.
Oh, God. I am so sorry, Internet, for unleashing Criff onto Twitter. Deuces. See you next week. Or whenever. Bye.